boy, I haven't done these videos in a while. But hey, since we're here, we might as well make CLUTTERFUNK even easier. But first I'm gonna need a copyable version of CLUTTERFUNK. Luckily, I know a guy. Alright, we are in CLUTTERFUNK. Wait, why the heck do I have my hitboxes on? Anyway, guys, we are finally going to make CLUTTERFUNK even easier than it already is. CLUTTERFUNK is a big step up from X-Step in my opinion, so this might be a little bit difficult. It may not. We don't know. Anyway, first off, we have these two saw blades and just put them up. That's all you gotta do. And if the player jumps, that's their fault. Next up, we have this part, and we just replaced the orb with a pad because pads are basically just the auto version of orbs, technically. There we go, looking pretty good. And then for this jump right here, we just remove the pad. It's easy. That's all you gotta do. Move this block up here, and that's it. Now we're on to the mirror section, which is easier than Time Machine's mirror section. If you're an OG, you would know that I love using slopes, so we're gonna use a slope. Don't expect original ideas because I am not that creative. Remove this saw blade, and then we add some more slopes. Actually, you know what? How about I just make this guy bigger? Okay, this slope looks so goofy, not gonna lie. Now let's add one pad right here, and then I feel like this part is good to go. What the heck was that? Nope, we gotta fix that, otherwise the mobile players will absolutely be cooked. And then this right here, we just remove the spike. Or actually, no, let's not remove the spike. I think we have time to include that one character. Wink, wink. Everyone, say hello to Spicky the Spike. I'ma need everyone in the comments to say, hello, Spicky. Or not. Just shooting ideas. And I think we're done with the mirror section, not gonna lie. Though I think we should move Spicky because the mirror effect might ruin his text. Because if you guys don't know, the mirror effect will make the text look like this. So I'd rather move him to a spot that is actually in the correct form. Wait a second, you can hold at this part? Well, except right here, but we'll move it. I think I know exactly what I want to do here. And again, if you're an OG viewer, you would know who this guy is. Introducing another character, Geo. And fun fact, Geo also has brothers. 2 of them to be exact. And I'm just gonna say right here, if you know, you know. But this part right here is basically impossible when you hold, so I'm just gonna get rid of this guy. I think I should just add blocks that go all the way over here. I think that'll work. You know, add a little alternative route to this level, cause why not? What if I make this bottom part like a coin route? I think that'll actually work really well. And since the coin route is supposed to be harder than the normal route, we'll make this a little bit more difficult. Alright, let's place down this coin. Dang it! Okay, this part actually seems to be going pretty well. Let's play it one more time just for good measure. Oh my gosh, it flows so well. Let's just add some pads right here to end things off. Okay, so I kind of cleaned things up a little bit over here. I added some spice to the structures, made the coin route, and a new transition. Oh yeah, and I included one of Geo's brothers. His name is Dash. Now, if you guys can think really hard about these names, Geo and Dash, I really wonder who's the third brother. Speaking of which, we're on to the mini section, and that's where the third brother is. Introducing the third brother of Geo and Dash, Metry. Get it? Geometry dash? That's a geometry dash joke. But anyway, Metry is telling you that this is a mini portal in case you don't know how this game works. Anyway, now we're on to the mini part. Now, obviously, for these jumps, we put down jump pads because this is the easiest level ever, I think. Wait a second, what the heck happened here? Was this my fault? Is it RobTop's fault? What happened? Leave your theories in the comments. And for this part, we just kind of remove the floor so it's a little bit more safe, you know what I'm saying? But that raises the question, what should we do with this block right here? Maybe we should introduce a new character. You know what? We're introducing a new character. I don't care what anyone says. Jeez, that's like 5 characters. Hold on. Okay, so introducing the new guy. His name is Blocky. He's a block. I have no idea what to do with this block, so this is the best we could come up with. Alright, now we have these two saw blades, so I think we just kind of make them upside down, you know what I'm saying? Remove this saw blade for a slope, because slopes are some of the best things that RobTop made. That's not even a joke. I love slopes, especially for ball gameplay. Alright, now we're on to the 3 deadly saw blades of CLUTTERFUNK, also known as the TDOC. Now, how would we nerf the 3 deadly saw blades of CLUTTERFUNK? Actually, I have an idea. Works perfectly. Now we don't have to worry about the 3 deadly saw blades of CLUTTERFUNK. You know what? I decided to add a little warning right here because this pad does kill you. Alright, so I have finished this entire mini section. Let's go over it, shall we? We have Mitri telling you that this is a mini portal. We have Blocky. We have a saw blade that comes out of the ground. You can't see it, but when you play the level, you certainly will. And a new transition to the ship portal. And I also added a gravity trigger just so your fall to this platform is a little bit more Flutter-like. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, now we're on to the ship part. I actually have no idea what I want to do for the ship part. I'll figure out something though. You know what? I think I came up with a pretty good idea. What if as soon as you enter the ship portal, you have to hold the entire time until the ball? But who's going to be telling you to hold? Obvious. So let me take Geo over here and then place him right here. Wait, why the heck is there a saw blade right here? Get out of here. No one invited you. I think bro invited himself. Alright, let's get to work on this holding ship part. Do you guys see this coin right here? If you were to hold the entire time, this will be a piece of cake. So what if we just move it down here so you actually have to manually steer over here? You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. It probably doesn't, so I think I'll just show you. You see, you actually have to control it rather than just holding. But we do crash into the spike, so I think we'll just move it out of the way. Maybe right here? I don't know. Wait, what? You can go through here? Hold on, that's actually pretty cool. Let's add an upside down portal right here and maybe move this guy a little bit down. Alright, I think we are done with this part. I think this part actually flows pretty well with the rest of the level, not gonna lie. It's easy, but in a way that's fun. Now, am I glazing myself? Probably, but I don't care. Let me have my moment, please. This video is taking way too long to record. I mean, you guys demand it, I make it. That's how the story goes. As soon as this video comes out, I bet everyone's gonna ask for Theory of Everything, and then Electroman Adventures, and yeah, the story of life. Alright, now we're on to the ball part. Fun fact, this is actually the only ball section in this entire level. Let that sink in. You know, I decided to keep these orbs right here, but only remove one because nothing wrong with adding a little bit of difficulty, right? This part's actually coming along pretty well. We have some difficulty and some parts are just completely auto. Alright, so I decided to add a little pink orb right here, which you have to click to jump to this platform. Again, nothing wrong with adding a little bit of difficulty into this level, right? And since CLUTTERFUNK is like a little bit of a hard level, this kind of makes sense. Oh boy, I actually don't know what to do for this part right here. Maybe we should put some blue pads right here, and then remove this big boy, and then make this route entirely impossible. Nah, cause like actually you can go up here, like look. Like it's so cool. Though obviously we're gonna have to move this platform because it's kind of in the way. And then add a portal right here. Don't forget the big ol' arrow telling you which way to go. And you know, since I love orb gameplay, we're gonna have to add some orbs right here. And I think they actually work pretty well, not gonna lie. Other than the fact that you literally die. You know what, since this is the final stretch until the ship part, let's just make this entirely auto just to give you a little bit of a stretch break. I mean, technically you guys already have a break because most of this level is auto, but you know what I mean. One thing I like about this ship part is the fact that it's kind of like a little tight corridor, you know what I mean? And I feel like we should take advantage of the little corridor, so let me see what I can do. I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to put myself upside down because of this saw blade right here. Yo, what if I just put a bunch of gravity portals in this ship part? I don't know, sounds like a dumb idea, but I feel like it could work. Ha! That works very well. It's so smooth, too. Oh, you know what else would be funny? What if I, like, squeeze them together, like, super tightly? I think that'll work. Okay, let's see how that part works out. Yeah, I think that works a little bit better, not gonna lie. Maybe I should give these guys a little bit of a growth spurt, not gonna lie. And then for right here, we add some pads, because why not? I have no clue if those pads are going to work, but we will see. Oh no, you die. I can't believe you can die in Geometry Dash. That is very violent for a kid's game. You know what, I'm gonna just put a portal right here. Hopefully that works. Yep, that works way better. It's also pretty smooth. Maybe I should move these saw blades a little bit back just so you have a less likely chance of dying to them. Now obviously for this part we're gonna remove all of the saw blades because the saw blades make it more scary. Now let's just put a bunch of slopes because why not? Slopes are one of the best items in Geometry Dash. Hey yo, hold on, you can hold on this part? I know exactly who to bring out. Hey Geo, I know this is your third appearance, but come on man, the fans love you. You guys like Geo, right? Well, too bad so sad, Geo. You're going to be part of another holding section because, yeah, people love holding. Oh no! I forgot to change this coin. But do I really need to change this coin? Probably not, because the harder the coins, the better. And if you guys want these shiny boys, then you're gonna have to take the hard route, which is harder. So if you want to be a little bit of a daredevil and not follow Geo's directions, you got yourself a sweet coin. And another thing too, if you hold here, you die to the saw blade, so I think we'll move it this way a little bit. Alright, let's see how this part works now. Not bad, it actually flows pretty well. Alright, now it's time to bring over Dash. I'm sorry to all the Matree enjoyers, but he only shows up once in this entire level. 1 like equals 1 prayer for Matree. Oh yeah, speaking of likes, if this video gets to 1,000 likes, I will make Theory of Everything easier early. Oh yeah, and if you're going to like, you might as well subscribe, you know what I'm saying? I have some pretty good content. Mostly in Minecraft and Geometry Dash. I don't play any other games. I bet most of y'all didn't even know I played Minecraft because everyone watches my Geometry Dash content. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's just get back to work on this level. Here we are, the hardest part of CLUTTERFUNK, in my opinion. Alright, we have the saw blade right here. We're gonna move it up a little bit. Pink pad so you don't even have to jump, and let's see if it works. You die? Nah, I thought pink pads were better than that. They suck. No offense to the pink pad enjoyers. Alright, now we just move this structure up a little bit. Move this saw blade a little bit further so it's not colliding with this structure. Add a slope and another pink pad, even though I just said they suck. Look, I don't actually hate pink pads. I just said that for comedic effect. There's one singular jump in this last part that triggers me. It's that one. If you jump too late, your head gets chopped off by a saw blade. If you jump too early, you die in the spikes. Okay, enough talk about this damn part. Let's just remove the saw blade. Same thing with you, Mr. Saw Blade. You're gonna have to go. Oh, what's that I see? A trick? Nah. We're going to replace that with a pink pad. What? Triple spikes? Rest in peace, Michigan. But I'm sorry, but this is too hard for this level. No, I'm not a noob. Stop saying that. Yeah, I see you people. Acting like I don't read your comments. Get out of here. I know people are still gonna call me a noob even though I have more demons than they do. Like, give me a sec. Let me show you how many demons I have. 101. How many do you have? Obviously, we're gonna have to make a Michigan memorial because rest in peace, the legend. You know what's crazy to me? It's the fact that we lost 2 legends from 2 different games. Technoblade from Minecraft and Michigan from Geometry Dash. What's next? Roblox? I honestly really like this transition from mini to right side up. I really like it. It's very smooth. But there's a little baby Spicky right here. And Spicky, come get your kid before they get deleted. Sorry, Spicky, but you have way too many children. Like there's 3 over here, some over here, some even in this tiny section. Don't even get me started about your flying children. Oh yeah, and you can't forget about this part. That's a lot of baby Spickies. Oh yeah, speaking of Spickies, we have this guy, which is a triple Spicky. Oh boy, and of course we have this orb part, which I'm not sure how to make modifications to, not gonna lie. I'll figure something out though. Hey, yo, what was that? Why do we go so low? What the heck? Alright, let's do a quick speed round. Let me speed run nerfing this part. And no, I'm not gonna do a time lapse this time because I'm not lazy. I'm actually gonna narrate what I do this time. So, let's get nerfing. I'm gonna put some pink pads right here and another pink pad right here and another one right over here. Extend this guy by 3 blocks just so you have a more likely chance of landing on him. Add a pad because we're too lazy to jump ourselves. Bring this spike block down. Get rid of the baby spike. Add a pad. Playtest time. There we go. Absolutely working. And we're going to make a clickable orb just so the audience feels like they're actually part of the level rather than feeling distant. Alright, now we're on to my favorite part of CLUTTERFUNK. And I want you guys to listen to this part very carefully because I have a pretty good idea for it. Like, listen. You hear how it sounds like a retro video game? What if I add like a little live system? Okay, we're gonna choose a random color like this one and then set it to player color 1. Oh yeah, obviously I took a big geometry guy from the hexagon tab. Or is this a hexagon? I don't know. Now we're gonna wanna take a white block, put him behind, make him big. Now next up we're gonna add how many lives we have. So the A, edit, and then we're gonna put 1x. That shows how many hearts you have left. Next up, we want to go to the potion tab and then have 2 of these heart frames. Color them red because the heart is red. And then grab a regular heart and then size it up. Color it red, and bam, we have a pretty cool live system. There we go. Now we just need to find a way to put it on the player's screen. We're gonna click the swipe button and then swipe all of them. Click edit group. Next free, and whatever the next one is, you want to click add. Now, if we go above this portal right here, we're going to want to go up, go to the trigger tab, and then put move. Target group ID 2, because that's what these guys are. And we're not going to put in numbers right here. No, we're going to go to lock X, player, lock Y, player, and then set the move time to like 10 seconds so they follow you for like 10 seconds. I don't know. And let's see if it works. No, it doesn't work. Why aren't you working? Do your job! Maybe I should bring them all down right here. Go to edit group, T4, just so they're in front of everything. Go to the beginning of the level. Choose an alpha trigger. 2, fade time, 0, opacity, 0. I bet you guys weren't expecting a whole tutorial on how to do this. Now we come back to the move trigger, alpha, 2, and I think it works. Yup, it works alright, but it's not aligned. There we go, it works now. Not really though, why is it hopping with me? Maybe I should choose the lock Y to camera? I don't know, man. I've been at this for a little bit now. I just cut it all out. Hold on. Yo, it's actually following! Let's go! Heck yeah, we got this part working! Now we can get back to nerfing. This part, obviously, slope and another pad. Remove the saw blade and remove the spikes. Add some interactivity. Is that a word? It is now. You heard it here first, guys. Interactivity. Hold on, is that actually a real word? Hold on. So for some reason the recording cut out, but interactivity is a word. I also already finished the level, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we have finished the level. Though, not gonna lie, I do kind of want to add a end screen because I've never done an end screen before, so let me get to work on that. Okay, so I finished the end screen, but I'm not going to show it because, obviously, but I am going to showcase this level, so yeah, let's get on with it. ClutterFun is officially on my geometrydash account. If you guys want to play the level, my account name is CampMigYT. And the ID for the level is 119, 413, 239. Anyway, yeah guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Have a great rest of your day or night, and welcome back, long-form nerfing videos.